For the records, most of the hotels are located at the new Owerri area, which is a small cluster area off the Owerri Port Harcourt Road. The bursts is simply amazing. For instance, this is Maranatha Avenue off Owerri Port Harcourt Road. In this cluster alone, there are over 10 hotels, all in strong competitive business of providing hospitality services.
This area is called the New Owerri, Area G, Commercial District G. And right within the periphery of this area, there are no residential apartments. Everything here is strictly hotel. The road that you came in is called Maranatha Avenue. Now, we have Maranatha, we have G Towers, we have City Global, we have Bencon, we have Explicit Hotel. So many hotels just around this area. You name them, there are just so many. And they are all creating value for the system. For the system, that is, they are not creating value only for themselves, but for the system. Because Imo State, in terms of numbers, unfortunately, we don't have the statistics to back up. Which is an area, a story for another day for Nigeria. The statistics will buttress the fact that in Imo State, employment is not only in civil service. The hoteliers employ more than civil servants, than the number of civil servants we have in the state. The records are there, let them go check it. It therefore means that government, knowing if they know fully well what is happening, they should pay particular emphasis to what can we do to support this hotel business.
No aspect of the business is a walk in the park. As a matter of fact, it is not an all-comers affair, though highly proliferated. Each set of challenges is just like any other business venture.
Now, and also as a chartered accountant, a lot of businesses, you have, as a banker, you go through a lot of processes. A lot of businesses, you see their strengths, you see their weaknesses, you see the potential threats in that line of business. Now, at my level, I should be able to be a little bit detached in evaluating any investment. When I analyzed the hotel industry in Owerri, the idea looks very, very good. However, there are some institutionalized and external factors that come into play even when the hotel business for my own hotel has not even started. The economy took a swing, went south. The kidnappers started raising their head, ugly head. Notwithstanding that, you also filter the pulse of government. What is government doing about all these things? I happen to have come out from Kuru last year. And while in Kuru, a lot of analysis was being done about the Nigerian state. We place more emphasis on the educational sector. But as a subsector, you can also derive some information that can help you in your business. When I knew that this hotel is an issue, what are the challenges I'm going to confront? I looked at so many write-ups in Kuru, in names. I knew where the challenges were, and I started working on mitigating those challenges. It's risk. Every day there is risk in Nigeria. There is risk in any business. There is risk in your family. But what is your risk appetite? How do you analyze the risk? How do you protect yourself against those risks? I've analyzed all these things, and I believe that first and foremost, the environment for hotel business to thrive is very good here in Owerri. The town is very peaceful. For those of us that are golfers, it's just 5-10 minutes to go play your 18-hole golf course in Owerri, the 34 Artillery Brigade. There are so many good things in Owerri. And you are bringing people who have worked, who need to relax. You want to play table tennis or lawn tennis? There are many places in Owerri here to do that. So in terms of recreation, the environment is conducive.
They've contributed so much to IGR. Right now we're sure that close to 50% of our IGR that we're generating now are coming from the hotel boom. But don't also forget that Imo is part of the oil developing and oil states. So we still have some IGR coming in from some of the oil companies here, like Shell, Chevron, and all that. So, but about 50% of our IGR, coming from the hotels.
For those who still nurse the concern that hotel business in Owerri has the potential of creating the appetite for promiscuity and destroying moral values among the young, Eto says not everyone sets up a hotel with intentions that are far from noble. It is a business, a service industry, and an employment generator.
You see, my challenge was that I have traveled a lot as a born-again Christian. The first idea when I brought up this idea of hotel, a lot of people wanted to shoot it down. And I told them, if I travel to Singapore, if I travel to the United States, where do I stay? At my age and my level, I can't go and say, give me a room in your house, displace your wife, displace your daughter or your son, and the hotel is there. As a Christian, even on the road, you see people necking on the road in Europe. Does it concern you? My personal being, I don't want to impose my lifestyle on another person. If that is how he wants to live his life, the only thing is that, is he enlightened? Does he know what the Word of God says? As a Christian, I don't bother myself whether a man coming with a woman into my hotel, I don't know the relationship. I'm not going to be there to judge for them. If you know God, ministers come to Owerri. The very first day I walked out of this, I was going somewhere, I came out, I saw Reverend Wale in my hotel lobby. I said, what are you doing? He said, they're booking him here. I know him, I've not met him in person one-on-one. Please give him a suite. Chairman's, he paid for premier room, give him a suite. Upgraded him straight to a suite. Moving from the locks to the suite direct. He's here to pray, to minister to people. He can't come to my house, even if I have 8 rooms. 8 rooms are allocated to people. So the comfort that he's coming to do, he will be in his room, he will pray, he will plan his activity for his crusade. Ministers come to hotels. So I'm not judgmental. Drinking beer is your business. You drink your beer. I drink my water or I drink my malt. So we should get to that level to begin to appreciate each other and work as a team. You might over time begin to watch you say, this man doesn't drink beer. He said his sound. I drink beer. I started coughing. I started doing this. Let me move to the lifestyle of this man. Oh, but how are you doing? I have an opportunity to witness him to the person. But if I am judgmental, why should I even have a hotel? I'm not God. I'm not going to play God.
Beyond the mere setting up of structures with several comfort rooms and wrapped up with the name hotel, there is a cascade of ancillary industry it has created and can create, howbeit still untapped.
You just name it. Water. There are too many lines of business that are relevant to hotel business that only one department will bring in. And people supporting those departments. Yeah, helping the village woman plant ogu, okazi, onugu. And these things are things that are daily needed. Fish. Nobody has looked into the fish production in Nigeria. Nigerians are now producing their own fish, catfish, tilapia fish. And these are things that will help with away hospital bills. Absolutely. So if government really knows that the hotel business is doing well, they should look at what do we do to support them.
Service sectors.
Service sector. Support them, let them be strong. Because a strong economy is a plus for the government. Taxes will be high. That's internal generated revenue. Workforce will be high. Education will be high. Because if I have salary for my worker and the worker is able to pay school fee, the child will be educated. There's so many things that are derivatives from sectoral distribution of wealth. If government knows that this is what is happening in Imo State and support it,